Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a beautiful Thursday morning here in Austin, Texas. This is day 835 of the 3+ Minutes of Planks Challenge. And as always, I am filled with gratitude. Thoughts on my mind this morning. Here's a moment of transparency. I recently just got divorced, and yesterday evening I had to talk to a notary to sign off on selling my marital home. And those are two things that I didn't want to do. You see, over these last 3 years, I've been going through a separation, divorce, and truth of the matter is I tried to do everything I could to save my marriage, but it didn't work out. Now I will say this. I'm a large part for my divorce. I don't push blame on others. I just talk about the things that I can control. It's a good lesson. Learned a lot over these last 3 years. Changed a lot. Now, in these two things, in terms of the divorce, I thought it'd be pretty amicable initially, but it didn't. I ended up having to get a lawyer. Spent more money than I anticipated. And a lot of it just came down to the fact that I felt manipulated in a lot of sense, pushed to do what someone else wanted to do, and I didn't feel comfortable, so I got a lawyer. I'm selling the house, and through how the breakup of the estates and things of the sort, I got nothing from it. I chose it though, because I learned in some ways you got to let go of certain things to get the blessings that God has for you. Now, it's easy to say that. Sometimes it's hard to wrap that around in our human brain. But I'll tell you two blessings that came from it, and two interesting things. First and foremost, and this is away from those two things, I found the Lord in an incredible way, in ways that I never thought I could. So that's been an immense blessing. But this made me think about it. The notary I was talking to yesterday, the gentleman's name was Roosevelt. And Roosevelt is from Liberia and hadn't been back in 30 years. I know that well. I'm from Nigeria and I haven't been back in 35. But he said this year he was going back, and he was nervous and he was scared about it. And the Holy Spirit told me in that moment to let him know that he was going to be okay, and that it's a higher purpose for why he's going, and to just keep your eyes open. And he received that. He said it gave him goosebumps. I had a similar instance with my lawyer where the Holy Spirit told me that he was supposed to run for judge here in Texas. I don't know where it came from. I don't know how I can say that I receive it, but I just know that the Holy Spirit talks to me in some really interesting ways. And I realized that even these problems that I go through in whatever these moments, there are always blessings that come from it, even if those blessings aren't specifically for me or something that I'm supposed to hear. And it just makes you appreciate things around you, even in your lowest moments. And I sat up last night and this morning think about those things, and you say, whew, man, I serve an amazing God, even when I don't think things are going my way. I want to shout out my good friend Tavana yesterday for calling me yesterday and giving me a pretty cool perspective. I love you, Queen, and I appreciate you, and I'm hoping to see you next week if I get the gig. As always, be blessed today and every day. Talk to you soon. Peace.